Hi guys, I'm Rick. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making couscous and chicken stuffed peppers. Alright, I'm starting out here with 6 green peppers that I sliced in half. I cleaned out the seeds and membranes and a stem. And I have them on a large cookie sheet that I sprayed with cooking spray. And I'm going to go ahead and spray inside of each one of the peppers with some cooking spray. Alright, now I'm going to put these in a 375-degree oven for about 10 minutes just to soften them up. I have my large skillet here warming up on the stove, and I'm going to throw in 2 tablespoons of margarine. You can also use butter for this. And I'm going to throw in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You can also use vegetable oil. And I turn my heat down a little bit. I don't want this to overheat. I don't want that margarine to scorch. Let me get this mixed up. Okay, now to this I'm going to add in 1 medium onion and 8 cloves of garlic that I minced up. And I'm going to fry these for just a few minutes so they start to get translucent. Not very long, so I smell them good. Okay, now that my onions and garlic went for like a minute or two and are starting to get translucent, I can really smell them good. I'm going to add in 4 big boneless, skinless chicken breast halves that I cut in cubes, roughly about a ½ inch. Some are a little bigger, but that's alright. And this looks like a lot of chicken, but it's actually, like I said, 4 halves of chicken breast. Let me turn my heat up a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, and I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of cracked black pepper, and this here I have to pretty much eyeball. Okay, now I'm going to fry this for a few minutes, 5 or 6 minutes, so this chicken is fried and the juices run clear. Turn my heat up a little bit. Alright, my chicken went for about 5 minutes. Now this calls for 4 cups of chicken stock or broth. But since this chicken was half frozen, rendered off so much liquid, I'm only going to dump in about 3 cups of chicken broth into this. Alright, I'm going to turn my heat back up, warm this up. Now I have 2 10-ounce boxes of couscous here. You could also use orzo with this if you wanted to, but I had couscous on hand. I'm going to dump both boxes in, 10-ounce boxes. And I checked my green peppers after 10 minutes. They're still not soft enough for my taste, so I give them 3 more minutes. I'm going to stir this all in here. And I'm going to turn my heat off, and I'm going to let this sit for 5 minutes to allow that couscous to absorb all that broth. Alright, my peppers are done. They went for 13 minutes, and my orzo and chicken's done. I left that go for 5 minutes. I had to take it off the heat. Now I'm going to go ahead and stuff these peppers with the orzo and chicken. And I'm going to get it nice and packed down in there because I have enough of this over here. Alright, now that I have all my peppers stuffed, I'm going to go through and hit them all with a little pepper and some salt. Alright, now I have some mozzarella, shredded mozzarella cheese here. I'm going to top each one with the cheese. I'm going to pat it down on there as I go. And it's a 4-cup pack of cheese. I doubt that I'll use it all, but better have a little more than not enough. Okay, now I have them all topped with the cheese. I'm going to put them in that 375-degree oven I still have hot from when I warmed up the hot peppers. And I'm going to let them in there for about 7 to 10 minutes till cheese gets melted. Alright, while my peppers are baking to melt the cheese, in another skillet I'm going to melt 2 more tablespoons of margarine and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. chance to melt down a little bit. Okay, now to this I'm going to add 1 cup of mushrooms that I sliced thin. And over medium-high heat, I'm going to saute these till they're soft. Alright, my mushrooms are done. They went for roughly about 5 minutes, and I forgot to say I added in some salt and pepper to them. And my peppers are done. The cheese is all melted. Let's go ahead and get them out and plate them up and see what we got. Alright, I'm going to finish this up by topping it with some of the mushrooms that I sauteed. Get them down on there. Okay, there you have it. Couscous and chicken stuffed peppers. Give this a try. I think you'll like it. And until next time, I'll see ya.